All right, tell me about.
Yeah.
I want to hear about
we haven't
Loop
played it.
Hero
Loop Hero, I am mildly addicted to Loop
because you
Hero.
told me that you wanted me to play it, and I went to check it out, and I looked at the video, and I was like, so sell me.
Okay. And I also think Chip would like this, but I thought you would like it more because it has
Okay.
a very late 80s, early 90s PC feel to it.
Okay.
And I feel like you would enjoy that sort of thing. This is a really hard game to explain. It's technically a roguelite. And there's a loop. It's literally just like a white outline on your screen and let's just say a circle for all intents and purposes. All right? Or a rectangle, whatever you want it to be. That's your loop. And your character is a little icon, this little pixel icon that's very small, and it goes in the loop. And as it moves in the loop and it moves automatically, there'll be like a slime on the road. And when you hit the slime, then it goes into the battle scene and you get like a 16-bit knight fighting 16-bit slimes. And it does the fighting automatically. You don't have to hit a button. Then when the fighting's done, the game pauses, basically. And you either get a terrain card or new gear for your guy or both. And while the game is in that pause mode, you put the new gear on your guy, if it's better gear, or you can look through, compare, contrast. And then you put the new terrain card on the map, and the terrain card alters the gameplay. Different things will happen depending upon what cards you put down. If you put down a mountain card, it gives your character +2 HP. If you put down the swamp card, you get swamp resources, but there's also going to be, I forget what shows up in the swamp. Whatever monster shows up in the swamp. I think it's mosquitoes. So you'll have to fight a harder enemy, but you get better gear and loot from them. If you you can put down a Dracula mansion, there's going to be a Dracula, a vampire is going to show up, but you also could put down meadow cards, and meadow cards give you more HP every time you do a full loop. You get more of your HP back in recovery. There's villages that you can put in there.
Okay, I get it.
So you're basically building the map as you play. And then once you do enough loops, you have the option to retreat and go back to your village with all your resources, or you could keep looping around as much as you want until you die, and you'll lose 30% of your resources if you don't retreat before dying. And when you get back to your village, you can upgrade your village to have a better start to your loop, to your next loop.
Got it.
It's weird to explain, and I know when you say it, it doesn't sound like fun.
Right.
But it's very zen and interesting and enjoyable to play.
Okay. And not that hard to play.
It is not that hard to play. Your first probably 2 loops, you're going to be like, I don't 100% get this. But once it clicks in and you understand, like, oh, okay, I need to put my mountains over here. And I need to put my meadows over here. And I need to put my treasury over here. Then once that all clicks in and you kind of get what you're doing, it's a lot of fun because you have to think about what you're doing, even though you're not doing any of the fighting. It's like the anti-vampire survivors where, in that game, you're not actually doing the fighting, but you're constantly moving and making your choice, but all the moving and you're doing everything.
Right.
In this game, you're not doing the moving at all. The game does that part for you. You have to you're just making the
decisions. You're like a coach.
Yeah.
RPG coach.
It's like an RPG coach. That's a good way to describe it.
See?
Mm-hmm. And it's on Game Pass, so check it out. What have you got to lose?
I will. My time
too,
and
Ship.
life.
You can play that with your kids in the room. It's all, pixels.
I don't know. My Dash is into Tony Hawk right now, so I'm good. We take turns playing Tony Hawk.
Right. You can show off.
What's this
I'm better
thing
than he is at Tony
I've been playing Rocket League.
Why?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I used to play it when it came out.
Sure.
I am so confused by that one. Go ahead.
I used to play it like when it first came out, and our friend Ben Gilbert was playing it again, and I was like, oh yeah, I like that game. So I went back and I installed it on the Xbox, and I went through the fucking huge trouble to like link my Epic account so I could because I played on PlayStation, and I had apparently I had a lot of shit that I unlocked, including I bought the kit car, the Knight Rider car, and I bought the DeLorean from Back to the Future. So it's been a lot of fun to play that game. It's very hard, but I like it because you can just play for like 20 minutes or so and be like, yep, got a bunch of matches in and scored a couple of goals. Only because I play in casual mode. But it's pretty cool, and it's good to see that. I feel like they could be making a lot more money. Like, I don't understand these free-to-play games with the whole limited store. You know, I realize this game's existed for years and years, and they've had thousands of things probably on sale. But when you go to the store, there's like 7 things on sale. And you have to wait for the store to refresh.
Isn't there a battle pass?
Yeah, and yes, there's a battle pass, and you're unlocking stuff.
Because I think that's where they want to hook you.
I do not like this, like making these items rare artificially. So like they only appear in the store, like who knows when. It's like, I understand it's a trick to make it rare, you know, artificially rare, so then people buy something that maybe would not ordinarily buy. But boy, is that consumer unfriendly. It's like, if I wanted to buy that kit car now, like, you can't. Luckily,
that's literally the whole.
Luckily, I planned ahead. I said, maybe I want to play this game in like 4 years. Let's just buy this. Let's pay $2 for this.
Like
kit
you with
car.
the RoboCop in Fortnite, which
exactly.
came back. Which was back in the shop this week.
See, they do. I don't. It's hard for me to believe that if they just had a huge fucking store, okay, where you could scroll through all the shit that in Fortnite, whatever, Fortnite, Rocket League, all these games, just page and page of scrolling through stores of shit that you could buy. I feel like they would make more money than this limited bullshit. I mean, don't you think
they've done the math?
I know, but how could that be? Like.
It's because you get people that are sick. They're either it's going to be people that
I think that
on the fence. They don't, if they're put against a time limit, they're going to say like, okay, I'm going to buy it so I don't miss it. And then you're going to have people also that are like just constantly keeping up every week as well. Like, here's the new stuff, got to buy it. It's not going to be there next week.
I don't know.
I want to say that there's a middle ground. I think that you're mostly right. I think it needs to be, but I also think that there should be the occasional, this item is in the shop. It's going to be in the shop for 2 weeks. And once the 2 weeks are up, this will never, ever return.
Okay.
I have no problem with that.
Let me ask,
as long as it's not every 2 weeks. Like, if they do that once a season in Fortnite, I think that's actually, they do it like, I would say Fortnite technically does that 3 times a season. There are going to be 3 skins that will never be available again for sale outside of the battle pass once the season is over. There's going to be 3 skins. There's going to be the starter pack skin, which is a cash skin that costs $3.
I know, but we don't need all the details. But don't you think if there was a huge store, like you play Fortnite so much, don't you think like in between games?
I think that would be cool if you could go to like Fortnite.com and go
log shopping.
Into your account. Yeah,
just go fucking shopping.
Log into your account and use your V-Bucks on the site, and
you can't go shopping in that game. It's just like if the shopping experience is over like that.
To do on the Xbox though, to have that many pages of stuff on the Xbox,
they could organize it.
I mean, it would really be. Although there have been rumors of that coming to Fortnite too. There have been leaks where they show like there being the Marvel store on the thing where you would click on the square that says Marvel and you open it up and all the Marvel stuff will just be in there.
I feel like there's I mean, you would think that they would know, obviously, because they have all the data and I have no data. But as a human being who exists and plays video games, I find myself, when I'm tired of playing a game that I like, if there's a store, even if I know there's a 99% chance that I'm not going to buy something, I look through the store because I'm curious and I like to shop. And even if it's just window shopping, I look through the store.
I was literally doing that for the hour before we did the show today. Remember where we talked about it? That I was on Big Bad Toy Store.
Right. Well, I'm talking about in games, in a game.
Oh, yeah.
But you don't really have that opportunity. I mean, some games though, right? Like Assassin's Creed, like it's those non-free to play games. They have a big, robust store that you could actually spend time going through.
Never goes away. That's always just there.
I don't know. I feel like it's a bit of a. I mean, they have all the data again. Surely they must know. But I know that like when I play Apex Legends, after I play for a little while. I look through the store because I want to do something. And that's over in like 2 seconds because there's 1 page of shit or 2 pages of shit. And it's like, okay, I don't want that. I don't want any of this. And that took 15 seconds.
Yep. Yeah.
If they had 2 minutes worth of shit for me to look forward to, maybe there's a better chance I would buy something.
I don't know. Maybe
But then
seriously,
again-
but what if they did it? What if it was just not everything, but the stores were just like 4 times larger?
Yeah. That would give me the opportunity to shop, and you would think there would be a better chance of finding something I'd be interested in. But if the prices weren't so shitty. Anyway, I don't know. They must know. They're spying on all of us.